Hello there, once again. I'm bringing you another comic book haul. I tried to shoot this earlier in the morning, but my building, they have had the power off for a while to do some work. And when it was not connected directly to power, OBS wouldn't work. So I'm trying to get this done before, because what it was doing is it was like I was talking and it wasn't matching what was on the screen, so it was all delayed. So it's a little thing about OBS. I now know that when recording, it needs to be plugged in right to the wall with full power. Okay, so I want to get this done. Hopefully they won't turn the power off again today. Hopefully they're done. We'll see. But I want to get through this comic book haul. I probably won't get it posted today because I got other stuff I got to do. But we'll find out about that later, because today is not actually today. You people know. You've shot enough videos to know. All right. So these are all books that I picked up at West Edmonton Coin Stamp. I forget what day I picked these up. I think it was on a weekend. Today is Tuesday. So it might have been just Tuesday the 2nd of September. So it was probably just this past week. I think it was this past weekend. I think it was Saturday. So, anyways, I'm going to go through these the older Marvel and DC books first, and then the newer books that I found in their dollar bins. And some of these have $2 price tickets or $2 price tags on them, but everything was $1. Okay, so first up we got Conan, issue number 109. So they had a couple of Conans in their $2 bins that I found, but the other one had a really bad spine roll, and the staples look rusted out. So I decided to not take that one, even though it was one I needed. Although I'm not necessarily going to get an entire run of Conan. I'm going to get as many as I can to read. They had a couple issues of Thor, issue number 444. And issue number 446. There was no 445 that I could see. And this one was actually in the dollar bin. It's in pretty bad shape, but it is a giant Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, issue number 231. So for $1, yes, I was definitely going to take that one. And another one that I found, another Superboy related title, I found New Adventures of Superboy, issue number 21, in their $2 bin, reduced to $1. So, that cover. It's like a phantom creature whose touch turns living things to stone, but I'll stop it or end up as a Superboy statue. Okay. And I found the latest issue of Absolute Flash, issue number 6 in their dollar bin. It's not a good sign for this series that it keeps ending up in the dollar bin. I've gotten like the last 3 issues now in the dollar bin, so I don't know. I don't know if that's really been that popular. I've been reading it, but it's not the best of the Absolutes. To me, Absolute Superman has been the best. Absolute Martian Manhunter has been really good as well. They did 6 issues, and they're going to go on a bit of a hiatus and then come back to it. Absolute Green Lantern has been really cool. I didn't like it at first, but it's starting to grow on me. And Absolute Wonder Woman is excellent, but I'm only really picking up issues out of the dollar bin. I have not. I may regret that, but I've managed to pick up several out of West Edmonton Coin Stamp's dollar bin. So, but anyways, some other new books. I also picked up Batman vs. Robin issue 2. I found a cardstock variant of issue number 1 that I showed off in a previous haul. I saw this one, and I decided to pick it up, even though I haven't read the first one yet. But, for $1, why not? There was a whole bunch of new books in their dollar bin, newish books in their dollar bin. So, I had this variant cover for Batman Incorporated number 1, and the artist on this is George Molina. I saw this one; it was excellent. They had another variant as well in their dollar bin, but that was the one I decided to take. They also had a bunch of Harley Quinn books. I was like, okay, I have to take these. And issue number 1 of Harley Quinn Infinite Frontier. I don't know if that's I think that's a mini series of some sort. I don't know. Or it's beginning of one. I'm not exactly sure what the kind of series that is. But I think Infinite Frontier, my DC knowledge is not for modern things after New 52 came out. I don't really know too much about what came after that other than the main things. There was New 52, and then they did Rebirth. I understand that, but I don't know if maybe that's part of Rebirth. I don't know. Somebody in the comments let me know. And they had Harley Quinn number 19, and this one is let's see who did this cover. Derek Chu. I thought that's who it was. So I'm mostly picking up the issues from this series for the covers, for the variant covers. And they also had the 2022 annual for Harley Quinn. That's a great cover. Who did that cover? Cover by David Laflentier? I can't say that name. They had in their $2 bin Avengers Academy number 1. This is a new book that came out, I think this year. I hadn't decided not to buy it when it was brand new. And I managed to get it for $1, so that goes on the to read pile, and then we'll see whether I keep it or not. Another one-shot that I found, we got Fantastic Four Grim Noir. This looks like it's going to be cool. And I have a feeling this is not going to go anywhere. This is going to stay in my collection. So that looks cool. I mean, it got a little bit of a bend to it, but I don't really care. It'll go into a new bag, a new board, and it'll be fine. So that will be something that I'm pretty sure, even if it's only okay in the story, I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep that. Another thing I'm definitely keeping is this. You got Heroes Were Born Night Gwen. And it's the first appearance of this character. So, which isn't a huge deal, but was one of the Spider-Verse crossovers. Not the movies, but the comic book series. They also had Young Squadron from the Heroes Were Born. This one may be more likely to be a read and trade. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. They had an issue of Ultimate Black Panther in the $2 bin. Got it for $1. This is now the first issue of Ultimate Black Panther I have. I just simply had to take this one just for this cool Storm cover. And speaking of cool covers, we had West Coast Avengers issue number 5. This is a cool variant cover. I actually had read West Coast Avengers this run up to issue 4 and then dumped it because I didn't think it was that good. But that's a cool cover, so I'll read it, issue 5 to see whether or not it gets better. I don't know. I'll have to maybe refresh my memory and look under the Comic Geeks and see what the story was up until that point. Don't know yet. Now, the next few books are indie books, and the first book, you know what, I'm going to end with that book. That one's for the FOMO scribe. I found this. It's Night of 1,000 Wolves, issue number 1. I had found this on League of Comic Geeks. I think somebody had recommended it at one point, and because of, who's it? Chernow and Watcher are the names that they're the name of the creators. And I had found it, I don't know, either that or I was looking up wolf related stuff on League of Comic Geeks and I came across it. And I put it on my list. And so when I saw issue 1, I thought, yes, I'm taking that. And this was in their $1 bin as well. One shot from IDW. It's Godzilla Best of Mothra. And it's this huge, oversized book in their $1 bin. I was like, yeah, I'm going to take a Godzilla book. Like a big thickie for only $1. I'm definitely going to take that. All right, now the last book, not a big book. This is a fun book. I think it's a fun book. I saw this, and I immediately thought of Nate and Hagen and Dope and Eric. I saw it. I thought, oh, it makes me wonder, does Eric have this? I'm not. If he doesn't, I'm sure he's going to want to find it. This is from Leadbelly Productions. This is Interplanetary Lizards of the Texas Plains. No, I did not read that title wrong. That is what it's called. And look at the back cover. So, interplanetary lizards of the Texas plains. And the price was $2 when it was new, or $2.50 in Canada. And on the back it says, the saga continues, journey with the lizards and the next thrilling adventure coming soon. And there was at least one more. I can't remember. I forgot to look it up. It might have actually been more than one more, but I saw that. It was like, it's just too much fun. I can't leave that behind. So, well, I'm going to read that, and then we'll see whether I keep it or if I send it to Nate. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. The heat warning is finally over here. It's finally cool outside, but we're still getting bad air quality now. So it's like, I can't win. Although it's not too bad out there right now. So, yeah, that's what it's like where I am. I hope where you are, it's good weather. Weather depending on what type of weather you like. Hopefully it's not too hot. Hopefully it's not raining. Hopefully there's not smoke in the air where you are. I thank you very much for watching. Do all the YouTube stuff if you feel like it. You know what it is. Like, comment, all that stuff. And thanks for watching. Bye.